Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the Manager Career. As we're in Malaysia for the penultimate round of the season, round a track where MacDonald has been very good in the past, and it's a track he's probably very happy to see after what happened in the last round where Canet has closed up that championship lead once again. It's been to and fro between the pair. In the second half of the season, it looked like MacDonald's getting away, and then had a couple of poor races, at least results-wise, compared to Canet. And it's just been up and down in the last few races. Canet's had a poor race, MacDonald's had a poor race last time out. And so there's barely any difference between the pair headed to here. MacDonald's looking to repeat what he's done in the past round here, where he's looked so good. You know, even on the Peugeot as well. Not the first time round, but second time round. Grabbed his first win here, of course, on that machine. His only win on the Peugeot. And if he does that again, then he's in prime position heading to Valencia in the last round to win the championship. He doesn't even need to win the race, perhaps. In Valencia, just needs to at least be on the podium to win the championship, and that is, of course, a position you would love to be in. So let's see what we can do on our qualifying effort first of all. It's been decent. Been hitting apexes, not been running wide at all. On a track which is much more suited to cars than bikes. Had the old good race round here in the past. But I wouldn't be at all sad if I see Malaysia drop off the calendar like it has with F1. They drop off the motorcycle calendar. As we go onto this long back straight, we've just gone through that right-hander, which has so many lines, but it's all about getting on the power early, getting the run down this straight, heading towards the final hairpin, which has been modified in recent years. But not in the game, at least from the Valentino Rossi game, for I remember. And the 2015 edition as well by Milestones. Perhaps they've got to change it for next year's game. But a 2:17.1, couple seconds off the pace again, I feel. Going to be in the mid-pack is MacDonald heading to the first corner. And that is confirmed. Look at that. Canet on poles, 05, but then Fanati grabs it and holds on to it until the end of the session. With Bulliger on the front row, Mir on the second row. The Spaniard really is out of sorts in these last three races. Martin in fifth, McPhee sixth, an all-Italian third row. Get your drinks as Otto rounds out the top 10. As top Mahindra does go to MacDonald just at the top Peugeot of Cornford by half a second. As they're on the sixth row alongside Danilo. De Porta in 20th next best Mahindra, and Kumar qualifies in 25th, leading the ninth row of Bowen Herrera. So decent qualifying effort from the elusive twins, but can they continue that form into the race? As here we are looking at the grid, and we're pretty happy front row, especially for Canet qualifying way ahead of his championship rival. But we'll see at the end of this race if those positions will be reversed, as there's MacDonald like still on the sixth row, glitching a bit on the warm-up lap though. As looking up further down, we will see Magnum leading the ninth row ahead of Bowen Herrera, and you've got your usual suspects on the back row. Finish Patrick in last. Hopefully Cornford doesn't do that at the start.
Warm-up lap done with. The bikes and riders are lined up and ready to race here at the Spang circuit. The start of another Malaysian Grand Prix is just seconds away.
As yes, there we are, tightening up the straps for what should be another roller coaster ride of a race, as the lights appear and go out for this 5-lap race. And once again, Guevara and Rodrigo having a poor start. Lloyd getting a decent start. Nuruddin on home turf having a decent start as well. Heading into the first corner, it's MacDonald up to 13th as well. Rodrigo pushes us into Loy. Very heavy on the brakes, so it could have ended up like Canet in Japan, but thankfully everyone survives this time around. As MacDonald bashes his way back up into 11th, it looks like ahead of Bastianini. Looks like Otto's got past Mugello. And MacDonald looking to follow suit, heading up the hill towards the right-hander. And gets into the German, and he's down. Well, MacDonald had to be aggressive this race, but once again, he's gone over the line. Might even get a race ban, would he, soon? With all these manoeuvres. As he gets up into 5th, as there's confirmation of the German going down. He gets into the back of Antonelli. Jumps over the curb in that first part of the right, double right. And over the curb in the second part. He holds on to the bike, he's up to 7th. Well, getting into the top 5, but then falling back when he got into Antonelli. Now he breaks very wide into the hairpin. Breaking for his own circuit there. That's allowed McPhee by. Just as he was making momentum there, MacDonald slipping back. Well, it looks like McPhee's had a poor right-hander. That's allowed MacDonald back round his outside. Now through the left-hand. Fantastic run on that. Martin got held up, it looks like, by Bulliger, who's holding up Antonelli. MacDonald dives down the inside of the Italian. But he gets back by, so does Antonelli. Now we've got to be careful of the slipstream from Martin as well. We've got a double slipstream here. Bulliger's got none, of course. As they're going 3 wide into the final hairpin at the front. And it's like Canette's been pushed wide. MacDonald's probably grinning under his helmet. As Finati takes the lead from Mir as he crosses the line for the first time. And it's Finati does the fast down and opening that maybe. 21-1. MacDonald smashed up by a couple of seconds. So now Martin goes down the inside of the Scot, who's very late on the brakes. Not late enough to hold off Martin, at least in the first right. And into the left as well. So he's down in 7th, but we got a front 7. Look at that, everyone is nose to tail at the front here on this second lap. Dino Antonio past Bastianini for 9th. We've got McPhee behind us. Looking down the inside of Martin, he saw that coming. The Spaniard just giving it away. Elusive rider, Bulliger and Antonelli battling for a podium as the German's down again. His pain has turned to misery this race. As well, that right-hander once again proving to be a popular spot for MacDonald. Up into 4th, up into the top 5 with Canet right in front, with Mir winning ahead of Bulliger. This is where MacDonald wants to be on this second lap, right up the trumpet of his championship rival. Looking around the outside. That's never going to work. Had a poor exit as well. Up maybe in the wrong gear there. As Antonelli now gets a swift or 4th place. But doesn't make the move. And the Italian once again having one of those races where he's in the top 5 from nowhere. Does that occasionally. Did that in Mazzano, of course, grabbing a fabulous podium. Almost grabbing the win. Let's get down the first now. Very pits of the penultimate corner. Finati past Antonelli. But MacDonald with the slipstream off Bulliger. As Mir and Canet have grabbed the lead. Now he's getting the slipstream off Mir, is he? Not quite close enough. Maybe pulled out the slipstream of the Italian a bit early there. It's all the running wide. MacDonald down the inside of Canet. That's big. As he go on to the 3rd lap of the race. MacDonald's in a podium position. And Canet isn't. And now he's got the slipstream off Bulliger, got the slipstream off Mir down this front stretch. But so does Canet. It looks like Bulliger's lost out in all of this. No, MacDonald bashing his way past. Canet has gone all Jack Miller, Alex Marquez. That first corner of that Moto3 fight from a couple of years ago where that got nasty here in Malaysia. So it looks like MacDonald's easing his way past Canet. He wants to run away in the second half of this race like we've seen him do before around here. But Mir's having none of it. Gets back by and here comes Bulliger as Canet has been stepped down the order, down to 4th. MacDonald looks down the inside of the first. left. Oh, and takes the lead. Going into the right, but then runs wide. Not allowing me to have a run into this double right. It would be a brave rider to attempt to move there. MacDonald had a pretty good line there, pretty good run through those double right. And holds on to the lead. And now finally hooks up that apex as well for the hairpin. And so halfway through this race, MacDonald leads. Bulliger and Antonelli, the Italians, are battling for a podium. Mir in second. Canet has maybe dropped down to 5th now. This race just gets better and better for MacDonald. There's nice palm trees in the background. Maybe not the most convincing for Milestone, but this is the old engine, remember, for them. I'll give it to them. MacDonald runs slightly wide there on the apex, or the exit. The penultimate corner, and they're down this long back straight. And then into this final hairpin. Oh, taking the beautiful line there, MacDonald. Slow on the power slightly there because you feel that rear tyre kind of spinning up slightly. As Antonelli's past Bulliger for the final podium swap. Mir is in second. Oh, look at that lead from MacDonald. 1.6 seconds already. He's gone to the penultimate lap of the race. He goes slightly wide into the first right. Don't want to carry too much pace into this left-hander. Just want to be playing with the throttle. Now through this flat-out right-hander. Another little straight for another tight right-hand corner. Again, it's uphill. But then it's just pushing you away from the apex, but the corner's a bit wide as well, so it's not too bad if you run wide and miss the apex, as Canet gets past Antonelli for the final podium spot. You seeing that championship chances evaporate with MacDonald escaping at the front. No double champ. He's fighting back. Now he's behind Mir. 2.5 seconds back of MacDonald. I told you this circuit was kind to MacDonald in the past. It's been once again. He does love it round here. So he hooks up that left-hander. He was hitting the apexes beautifully now. Flat out through that right-hand kink. By earning the race, he was having to lift slightly. Getting a bit impatient on the power there, but gets away with it. With the left in third gear. Look at that, he's in the zone, is MacDonald. Slightly wide in penultimate corner though. As that gap to me is almost 4 seconds now. You see the Spanish flags waving on the left hand side. They're all Spanish flags. What the hell is going on here? Oh, you see a different flag. Couldn't quite catch it though. I suppose it would be a Malaysian flag though for Nuruddin. His home race. See some Rossi flags, I think that is, with the yellow as well. As he crossed the line for the final time maybe, or penultimate time. Next time is the final time. Getting ahead of myself here, as MacDonald does the fast out on that previous lap despite running right in the penultimate corner. 14.4. He may not be good in qualifying anymore, but in the races, he's definitely proved to be the best rider, just unlucky at times. He goes far out through that right-hander. Mir and Canet still on the podium. The gap the same. Through that first sector as well. Bastianini past Canet for the final podium spot. Bastianini? Where's he come from? I told you Antonelli sometimes comes from nowhere, or Bastianini also does that. Well, here's Honda. They were normally talking about Canet, his teammate. This time it's Bastianini. Not doing his teammate a favour at all. Going that final podium spot is Mir's 4 seconds back. You start to cruise slightly in the second half. This final lap. And Antonelli's up to 4th. Kennett's going the wrong direction on this final, that. This could not work out better, this race for MacDonald. Despite his aggressive nature once again coming to the fore. He'll go through that left-hander. Now into the penultimate corner. The last real tricky corner here. The hairpin's not too bad. Got the power nicely though. Got another half a second on Mir in that sector. As now there's just one corner to go. As you see all the Spanish flags waving. Don't know why they come all the way over here to Malaysia. As there is a Valencia for the final round as well. Still got another bite of the cherry for Spain. Fourth and final visit to that country in the calendar year. As MacDonald wins again in Malaysia, he returns to the top step of the podium for the first time in quite a long while. I think since Austria was his last fixtures. He wins by over 5 seconds from Mir. What a race from MacDonald. Just when the pressure was on him, he just handles it. He's cool as a cucumber in the Malaysian heat, with Kennet grabbing that final podium spot just from Antonelli by 21 thousandths of a second. One important podium, and that could be in the final context of this championship as we head to Valencia. Mir in second, pretty lonely race for him. Antonelli in fourth, Finati fifth, ahead of Bastianini, and Martin in seventh. Look how close it was for that final podium spot, just half a second separating 5 riders, with Berger and Magello clinging on as well in that train. 7 riders separated by 8 tenths of a second. Incredible. As DJ Antonio rounds out the top 10 of McPhee, who dropped down. Guevara 12th, Roy 13th. Nuruddin, home hero, getting some points in 14th, ahead of De Niro, with Kumar missing out on a point by a couple tenths of a second, but so close for the Indian. Has the Thai rider is in last place in his de facto home race. So in the championship, heading to the final round, MacDonald leads by 13 points over Kennet, with Mir 49 points back. Berger in fourth, 13 points ahead of Martin. Has there's a change in the top 10 as Bashi now rounds it out ahead of the German by 7 points. And looking further down, no further changes in order, and Okuma was so close grabbing his first point for the team, but he is 22nd in the championship, while we've got the Honda rider up to 26th ahead of Bezecchi and the Italian on the Mahindra, with Fitzpatrick in last. As in the constructors standings, Honda have clinched the championship ahead of Mahindra with a 43-point lead and only 25 points available. KTM in third, and Peugeot yet to score. As yes, MacDonald very happy after a fabulous ride when he needed to do it as well. No wonder he's jubilant. As we have not Toru Yukara from 2003, a Japanese rider on the Honda then. Very good rider as well, part of a wave of Japanese riders from that era. As nicking at the weekend week at very good for Elusive. Once again, both riders achieving the race objective, and Kumar so close to our point. But moving forward handsomely in the race, so did MacDonald after starting 17th. He got the all-important victory and stays at number 1 in the championship, and he's looking very good to staying at it at the end of the season as well. But we're not counting our chickens yet though, before they hatch. As looking at rider's ability, MacDonald's improved his throttle management, while Kuma's improved his body position, and we've earned a decent amount of credits and reputation. As before we head to Valencia, we've got an activity day to do, and we can do basic coaching for our riders. And it's like we can go to the gym, improve their muscle building, improve their throttle control by 100 XP. They can do muscle endurance, improve their braking ability by 100 XP. They can do the abs and back muscles, improve their cornering by 100 XP. Or they can do some muscle endurance coaching to improve their braking ability by 20% even for the next race. I knew that would catch me out, but I think we're going to go for the immediate XP boost. Cornering, braking, or throttle control. Well, Valencia's got loads of corners, so let's go for the braking ability. and the penultimate week of the season. And the final round, though, of the season as we head to hopefully a sunny Valencia, like you're seeing in the background, and El Cordo Tomo circuit, where MacDonald has done pretty well in the past, but he's never been in this position leading to the season finale. Can the Scot hang on? Can Kumar achieve a points finish? Find out next time. South watching, I'll see you then.